when we got through, we went and we were walking and saw a man, and we asked him what that was, and he says that was done when the Spaniards came here and settled. They chopped straight out and straight down, like you'd take a saw and just saw it, not a very nice job. And they said that was the Spaniards. They did that, and they let the water come in from the ocean, and then when the tide came in, and they had a big thing up there, and when the water got into the ponds in the middle of the island, they closed the gate down, and then they let the water evaporate, and that's how they got their salt. He says, we don't use that no more. It's easier to go to the store and buy a pound of salt. So, well, anyway, we learned something. So I want to say that this morning we got out, and we had to get through big water again, and we went to Ackland. We were trying to get to Ackland, and he called up the weather department 2 times. He said he's got a friend who has been on this boat and knows just what he can do with this boat. And he called him up and talked to him at the weather bureau and found out what was happening and what to do. Because he didn't want to, he says, if I get into a place, and it'll be fine, safe harbor, but then I can't get out the next day because the waves will be coming at me or whatever, sideways or whatever. So anyway, we thought we'd be going for 8 hours, but we weren't. We stopped here, and we stopped at 1 o'clock, I believe. So we went from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Well, we only went 6 hours anyway. So that's what we did. And when we got out here, he tendered the experienced scuba people out, snorkel people, not scubas, snorkels out to the reef. And they went out there, but they know how to swim in 30, 40, 50 feet of water. And we, another group of the little snorkelers, we all went to the beach there. But there wasn't anything to see. I know, it was beautiful and it was clear, but there wasn't snorkeling. So I walked the beach, and I'm walking. And what did I find? I found a golf ball on the beach. Can you beat that? Ralph says, I can't believe that you found that. I said, isn't it crazy? So I found a golf ball, but I found a whole bunch of small conchs and some shells, not much, but all kinds of stuff was thrown up on the beach, and there's nobody there, and no one can fix it up because there's no one living there. So it just stays there with one tide and goes out with others and so forth. So I'm bringing shells. I keep bringing them back to one of the waitresses, to Sharon, so that she can use them for her chimes that she's going to make. She says, I'm going to make chimes. I'm going to have that on my house. And she says, I'm going to always remember you when I look at my chimes. So that's nice of her. Now our next puzzle that I put down there, and we tried working on it, and one gal, the 3 of us were there, and one gal says, I can't do this anymore, I got to go to the room, and the other one was going, and I says, well, I'm going too. Then we go up to the room and lay down and read a book, and it's safer there. At least you're not getting banged up, falling down, hitting your head and everything else, because the water was big. When it was going, we're right on the bow, up at the bow, and we had our door open because the fresh air comes in, and you want fresh air when you're in bouncy weather, and some of the spray was coming in also. But it's nice, but it's better to be quiet. It's just too much.